Everyone seems to have an opinion about religion, but what exactly is religion? Today we'll look at how some of the smartest people in the history define religion. There are thousands of religions and they have changed over the history, and people also just disagree about what religion is. You might think that makes religion impossible to define, but many of history's most influential scholars believed it could be defined, and their ideas still shape how people think about religion today. So today we'll focus on three things: who these thinkers are, how they define religion, and what's in common in their definitions. So instead of just relying on one opinion, we will compare definitions from some of the most influential thinkers across several fields. And by the end of this video, you'll start to see the surprising pattern behind how history's most influential thinkers understood religion. So first, let's talk about who are these thinkers. It's important that we understand who these thinkers are and what they're trying to accomplish so we can better understand where they're coming from when they're trying to define religion. So these people include sociologists, anthropologists, and philosophers. A sociologist studies how religion shapes and is shaped by institutions, class, gender, race, society, culture. A question they might ask would be, what role does religion play in society? An anthropologist studies religion as a cultural system, examining how beliefs and rituals create meaning, community, and social order across societies. They might ask how religion functions across cultures. A philosopher, on the other hand, uses logic and reason to explore the nature of religion, faith, morality, and ultimate reality. They might ask, what is the essence of religion, or what is the core thing that makes religion what it is? Now that you know who's in the room, you can probably guess that these people won't define religion the same way. But that's actually what makes it interesting. Each perspective captures something different, and by the end of this video, you'll have a much better idea of what religion is. So this is how great thinkers define religion. Let's say, for example, Emil Durkheim. He defined religion as a system of sacred beliefs and practices that unite people into a community. So Durkheim and some other scholars put the emphasis on an idea that religion and community are closely related. It brings people together. And we can see that in all religions. They all have a social aspect to it. For example, in Christianity, the people of the church gather every Sunday to worship the Lord. Now let's look at Max Weber. According to him, religion gives meaning to life and suffering while influencing how people live. Now, let's quickly look at this other guy, Peter Berger. Religion creates a sacred worldview that helps people make sense of reality. So Max and Peter focus more on the idea that religion helps people find a sense of reality and a sense of meaning in life, and that it helps people cope with the suffering of life. That last part partly correlates with how Karl Marx, the philosopher, thought about religion. He as well thought that religion helps people cope with the suffering of life and gives them a mindset to face the unfairness and challenges in life. Next definition. This is how Edward Tyler defined religion. Religion is the belief in spiritual beings. And this is how James Fraser defined religion. Religion is trying to gain favor with supernatural powers. I see a connection. These people thought that the belief of supernatural is an important aspect of religion. That's it for today, everyone. If you liked this video, check out another video I have on religion. It should pop up somewhere on the screen. And thank you for your time today.